No, Shuggy, babe, Shuggy. Be cool. It ain't all that. We're compliant. This is a non-alcoholic bar. We're cool with our drinks. That's not an ashtray. It's a kicking tee. And we're going to kick off the NFL season with 4 down that are going to equal a touchdown. Whoa, Shuggy loved the touchdown and the extra point. Here you go, Shugster. We'll make you a little seat out of the deal. It's better than any stools that you found in here. And that's because they've not been cleaning the bathroom very well. But we have a friend who actually made big bucks in the NFL. Is he here? I know he was in the back eating beef on a wet. Oh, Randall. Hey, big guy. Yeah, you had a cup of coffee in the NFL. You made your money. You helped us finance this bar. Hey, can you give us any secrets for the kids out there about how to make it to the NFL? Randall, this isn't regulation. Did you play for the Patriots? Did you go to college with Tom Brady? This is the kind of stuff that'll get you a suspension and a $500,000 fine. How about you work on your ball skills and we'll work on our drinks and Mr. Chatters will be there and these guys will be here and we'll do this. Alright, monk. You go along and you do a button hook and do a foot hang from the goalpost like monkeys do. Okay. And Shuggy, when it's time for the extra point, Randall's going to come up to kick it. Just remember, peanuts. Just, and then Randall goes, arrgh, and he misses out. You got it. Just hold that ball on the tee. Alright. Oh, we've had so many good times with football. It's truly the pastime here of KMDT. Well, that and watching Judge Mathis and Adventure Time and having snacks and playing outside. We got a lot of things to pass the time, but in fall, one of our faves is watching football. And we've had great Super Bowl parties. We've had great pairings back in the day. And we're going to do another one of those today. Sometimes you just want to have a cool soda when you're watching the game. Nothing wrong with that. Monk's always got the suppliers stacking us up with new and fabulous drinks. And we're going to have 4 that are made with a lot of sugar and 1 that's actually sugar-free and a little bit on the cheap. So we'll start out with something not so nationally known, and that's double cola. Enjoy double cola, made with sugar. And here's the thing about double cola. It's bottled under the authority of the Double Cola Company in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Double-cola.com, and hyphen's that thing that looks like a subtraction mark. So it's pretty standard stuff, about 40 grams of sugar for 12 fluid ounces. That's about on par with all your other colas in a can. And double cola, I mean, there's not a lot of craziness to it. It's a brand, and I have not yet had this, but I'm hoping it makes my Sunday football Sunday and my Monday football Monday all that much more double enjoyable. Is this a twist off? Ah! No. Alright. I'm afraid our old bottle opener isn't going to make it. Oh, I guess it was open. Alright, well, you know what they say, measure twice, cut once. The waiting is the hardest part. 1 maca, 2 maca, hey Macarena. Let's have some double cola. Smells a bit like an RC would. A slight crispness. Not necessarily the fizziest soda we've ever had on this show. A bit of spiciness to it. Not so unlike an RC. but not so much like a Dr. Pepper, but along that vein. You know, it's like there's savory, there's sweet, there's salty, there's bitter, yeah, and this does have a certain spiciness that gets on the side of your tongues. Don't think spicy like cayenne pepper. Again, think spicy like along the lines of Dr. Pepper and RC. It's not the fizziest soda in the world. Like, I hesitate to get too crazy, but there you go. I like a little bit more. I don't want to feel like I'm drinking something that got left out on the bar and I'm only drinking it because I'm out of money and I'm waiting for a ride. Double cola is okay, but I don't know if I'd go double. I may just have one. Don't let Randall kick that over, it's going to make a mess. Moving right along to something a little fruity. And Shuggy likes bright colors. You have a lot of crush in your life. You got Susan, the woman next door, who comes out and she hangs her clothes on the line, and all of a sudden you hear, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through the night. And then all of a sudden you see a sheet come flying over the fence because Susan realizes you're watching her and you're still just in your bathing suit bottoms because you got back from the lake. It's totally innocent, but you're not necessarily dressed like you're doing something in the yard other than staring at her. But that's that kind of crush. You also got crushed ice and you got orange crush. You got my spine, you got my orange crush. Crush does make many other varieties, so grape, pineapple. Today we got strawberry. And you'll see strawberry around, but how many of you actually take the time to drink it? We've definitely had fruity beverages here in the past. Will crush fit the bill? Where the heck did that cat go? Oh. Sorry, Mr. Chattersworth. Yeah. You gotta move up on the bar. We got cabs to save. Monk's trying to send all those Boy Scouts to France still. He's working hard. He does his best. Now, I'm not going to say it doesn't smell unlike strawberry Kool-Aid, but that's just at first blush. You get into the fruity sodas and sometimes they can be underwhelming. I don't know. I feel like this is 50-50. It could be one of the best things we ever had, or it could be something worth dumping on the floor. But again, made with cane sugar. None of these have that high fructose corn syrup vibe. Wow. Wow. That is incredible. It doesn't have a fake strawberry taste. It's subtle, but it's subtle in a good way. Washes over the center of your tongue. The fizz is right there the whole way through. There's no big burst or tailspin. It's right there. It goes the whole way through. The flavor isn't that gummy, ugly, fake fruit flavor you get in a lot of drinks. This is very refreshing. I could see definitely putting away 3 of these during the game. I had low hopes for this. I do like Crush, and I don't know. Caffeine free, so it's not going to get you too all jittered up. But oh, holy cow, Crush! You're way ahead of Double Cola on the scoreboard of life. Very good. Alright, here's one that's popular in certain parts of the country and not so much in others. Birch beer. Old Johnny Ryan, that's Jonnie, and you got it in English, cane sugar soda, and you got it in en français, soda sacré du can, bière de boulet, which is birch beer, delicious. Johnny Ryan. It's made in Niagara Falls, New York, which is about 2 hours, give or take. It's the American side of the falls. And for those of you that just know Niagara Falls, Ontario, where Marineland is the place to go. Everyone loves Marineland. There's all these whales and dolphins kissing in the parking lot in the back of an El Camino, and they're trying to get free and go down the highway, and then they get stopped at the border. They're like, "Hey, Shamu, where's your enhanced license?" And he's like, "It's right here!" And then he guns it, and then he just crashes into a median, and then he gets taken back to Marineland. And they're like, "Good try, Shamu, maybe next time." But the American side of Niagara Falls, I'm not gonna hate. I'm a Western New Yorker my whole entire life, as are these guys. There's 3 spots, the top 3 spots in Western New York to visit. New York City, Manhattan is number 1. Niagara Falls, Ontario, or Niagara Falls, New York is number 2. Inevitably, you're gonna get over to Niagara Falls, Ontario, unless you got some kind of speeding ticket or you stole a bunch of pot from the beverage center. He looks sweet. He's gonna pull that ball out. Randall's gonna slip. He's got a dangerous set. He's like a Sour Patch Kid. First he's sour, then he's sweet. But we love him nonetheless. Anyways, number 3 is Corning, New York, for all that wonderful glass menagerie that goes on over in Corning. So Johnny Ryan's been making pop over there for a long time. He must do a lot of business up in Canada. Quebec Conscien Robusta. You can get 5 cents back in Quebec. As you also can in Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Iowa, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, Oregon, and Vermont. If you're so lucky to be in Michigan, canned spaghetti, mom's spaghetti, arms are heavy. Lose yourself in the music, the moment, 10-cent nickels at the party store. That was in one of his raps too. I'm tired of taking back cans to the party store. Maybe you gotta take them to the party store there, just like you gotta buy beer at the beer store in Ontario. Anyways. So you get the French, you get the English since 1935. They've been doing good business in Quebec. But birch beer, it's an acquired taste, okay? Not everybody loves birch beer, just like everybody doesn't love sarsaparilla. You don't see sarsaparilla much at all anymore, but you used to be able to get liters of birch beer and liters of sarsaparilla. Johnny Ryan, it's been a long time, and I think the last time I had you, it was grape soda, and it said raisin on it, which we all know a grape will eventually become a raisin. Will a birch beer eventually become a delicious Sunday treat while you're watching the Newful? That's how I pronounce it. Oh, this is a twist. Ah, my hands are so weak, and this bottle's so strong. All right. Oh, we're losing so many caps. We're gonna have Shuggy sweep up later. Hey Randall, do you got the broom back there? Yeah, how about you put your skills to work and run back and get a tight end and sweep, and do a long bounce. Get out of here. Just get out of here until you're ready to clean up those caps. Now, okay, so I mentioned spiciness earlier. This is spicy to the next level. Double cola ain't got nothing on this. It's almost like it's its own thing. I just can't describe it. So let's give it a taste. If you can imagine a root beer barrel, and you'd say, wait, you're describing root beer to describe birch beer? No, friend, I'm describing a root beer barrel. It smells and tastes like a root beer barrel, which is about what you're looking for. It has a syrupiness that goes over all 3 parts of your tongue, sort of terminates before it goes down your throat, and leaves you wanting more. Is this one you're going to have 3 or 4 of in one sitting? Probably not. But you're going to have one at the end, you're going to have one at the beginning, you might even have it with a hamburger, and you're going to be muy satisfied. Johnny Ryan, you never tend to disappoint. Except for non-French or English speakers who just look at this bottle and go, "Que pasa? Ni hao ma? Mushy mushy." They just don't know what you're talking about. So we had a twist on cola. We had something fruity. We had something spicy. Now, we tickled your ear with a feather a long time ago and said, there is Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola around the world doesn't necessarily taste the same. In India, it tastes different. In the United States, it tastes different. In Mexico, ho! We got that Mexican Coke we promised you a long time ago. 355 milliliters, no retornable, refresco, net 355. Suddenly this is turning into French and Spanish class, like when we went back to school last week. All we need is German. That's what they offered when I was a kid in the Rochester region of Western New York. You could take French, you could take, whoa, yabba, 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 yabba. I get all choked up talking about the old days. Sorry, Monk Punk, I blew that one right in your face. Ooh, Mr. Chattersworth, tell him how it is. He must not be too wound up today. Wound up. Oh, Monk Punk. What was I talking? Oh, so they offered 3 languages you could take for credit. Spanish, okay. A lot of folks speaking Spanish in America. French, okay, we're near French Canada. German. I've known 2 people in my entire life that speak German, and one immigrated from Germany, and the other was his son. So, again, the big idea here, it is not corn syrup, it is sugar. Sugar. Or as our friends south of the border call it, azúcar. A-Z-U-C-A-R, azúcar. Let's see what a hecho en Mexico envase exclusivo para refresco 2002, the Coca-Cola company. So this has been around for a while, being sold in Mexico. Now let's see how it is in EEUA. Take that, I know my Espanol. Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ni hao ma. Smells heavier than your regular Coke. Not as effervescent. Like it's going to be a little more, like stick to your ribs. %100% that. You get that sip in your mouth and it fills your mouth up. It's not that, it's the same rap a lot of people have on American beers of it being light and fizzy and to the point. This gives you a full mouth flavor and it sticks with you. And if you're eating something spicy, that might be why. To sort of settle out your mouth and get you where you gotta go. It's very nice. It's what I imagined, what I heard about the old days of Coca-Cola when they mix it from a syrup at like a soda shop, not like they do at McDonald's or Pizza Hut. Yeah, that is a definite good twist on Coca-Cola. Now, I know not everybody has the money to go out and seek out these individual glass bottles. It's cool, everybody's on their own budget. I know not everybody can handle buy sugar. That's cool. Shuggy might be pre-diabetic. All he eats is sugar. That's why he's that color. So, you may want a diet soda in a plastic bottle on the cheap. And what better way to go than with Faygo? And I'm not sure if either of these guys are juggalos, but Diet Faygo Genuine Red Pop. Delicious. It says it right there. What is Red Pop? I don't know. Doesn't appear to fill us in at all on the side. Is there non-diet Red Pop? Again, who knows? Let's see how it goes. Now, it's definitely one of the more effervescent fizzy pops we've had today. Doesn't quite smell like the Strawberry Crush. Both are red. That's much more fruity. This is almost like if you've had some hard candy in your mouth. Wow. Wow. I don't even know. Like, it's totally the fizz. Like, it's a fizzy drink. And it tastes like something. But it also tastes like nothing. Nothing I've ever had before. If I had too much of the other pop and I was having some water, and I needed something after the fact to maybe settle my stomach. This would be good to settle your stomach if you had too much pizza and wings. 0 calories. I really just wish I knew what red was. It's just red pop. That's no joke. Red pop. That's like when you were with your friends and you'd be like, hey man, can I have some Kool-Aid? And they'd be like, yeah, we got 2 flavors. It's like, what is it? Blue and purple. Give me the purple. Because I don't drink anything that looks like Windex unless it's on this show. Okay, well, it's cheap enough to stock up and cheap enough to pour out if nobody drinks it. Somebody that's got the big bucks to supply all of his friends with the goods is Rockin' Randall. And he's got a full supply of flat footballs. Randy, baby, are you ready for some football? Can you tell us in long form if you are ready for some football? What, you got a stutter all of a sudden? But we told you to tell us if you were ready for some football. What is that? The non-abridged version? I don't remember that thing having 3 different choruses. Holy cow, Randall. Have you been into the red pop? Are you all, yeah, you're all hopped up on red pop. Sugy's gonna center the ball. Monk's gonna go out for a long one. And I'm gonna tell you, find us on Facebook, Ken Murph Do This. At Ken Murph Do This on Instagram and Twitter. All kinds of fun, just guys being guys, and monkeys being monkeys, and rainbow-colored bears doing that thing too. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I am all fizzed up. We got a lot of great pops. You can find them in your local markets. Have fun. Enjoy football. We got all kinds of good times in the bank. We always, always, always celebrate the beginning and the end of the season, and we just live it out in the middle. If you haven't picked your fantasy team yet, Monk, first round, Sugy, late round flyer, Randall, draft at your own risk. He might get suspended for deflating balls, like my second wife. Anyways, next week we will be having all sorts of gummies. It's just picking up. Fall has fallen. Eventually we're going to fall back on the clock. But right now we're going to spring forward one last time and remind you that in this spot we're always popping off. Popping off, popping off, pop, popping off.